Hi. I am getting everything together and we will get started. I hope everybody has had a good week. Hi, Michaela. Thanks for joining. Um, I'm going to get it together here in just a minute. Oop. I got to get in the group so I can make sure I see any comments in the group. So now I have that. Hey, Jessica, how are you? All right, you guys, I got to go grab one more thing here. I forgot to go grab my iPad off the kitchen table really quick because I've got some info on it to share, and then I'll be back doing card pulls and witchy talk. So I'll be right back, you guys. Give me 2 seconds to run into the other room. Oh yeah, I'm good, thank you. Hey Marissa, happy Friday, everybody. Oh, of course, Jessica. Yeah, not a problem. I'll be right back. Hey, Robin. Yeah, most definitely I could do a card. I gotta go grab my iPad, guys. I'll be right back. Give me just a second. Don't laugh at my fuzzy slippers, and I'll be right back. I lost one of my fuzzy slippers. I got all these cords and stuff. I have to step over. I don't have enough plugs in my office. Hey, fallen angel. It's been a long time. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Mandy. No, I just got here. I'm just getting all my stuff together. Yeah, Marissa, not a problem. Yeah, Keisha. Sure. Okay. All right. I am here. Oh, my iPad is still kind of charged, so that's cool. Okay, you guys. Let's see. We can get started with a few card pulls, and then I'll take a pause to talk about the crystal for this week and the herb for this week. So that should be fun. The only thing is, so I think I told you guys, hi, Deanna. I think I told you guys, oh, hey, Samantha, you're in the group. See, this is why I have my phone pulled up too, so I can see those messages or comments rather. So on the website, thewitchsource.com, if you go to the menu for Book of Shadows, that's like the blog. And I've started doing the crystals, properties and uses, and the herbs properties and uses. So every time I talk about one during the week, I'm adding it to that database so that you guys have a reference to go back to. So you don't have to try to remember everything that I've written down. And as I go along, I am also creating Book of Shadow pages. So at some point when we get like a pretty good amount of crystals and herbs together, that'll be available for download. So you can start adding your Book of Shadows. So lots of cool things slowly pulling it all together for you guys, just to give you lots of good information. And you can't be the witch source if you don't have any information to be a source for. Hey, Missy. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and Emily too. Okay, sure, not a problem. All right, let me get a few shuffles in. We'll do some card pulls. We'll talk about some crystals and herbs, and then I'll get back to more card pulls. So I hope you guys will come hang out and stay a while. And let me know if you guys have any questions too, or anything that you guys want to talk about. I don't have anything specifically planned to talk about tonight. I got a few ideas of some things. I don't know if you guys checked out the most recent podcast. It's on magical doubt. So, like, how to deal with magical doubt and build magical confidence. So, if that's something that you struggle with, or you're interested in learning more about, go check out the podcast. Also, you guys, probably in the next couple weeks, we're going to be interviewing a couple of pagan music artists. And one of them is actually nominated for a pagan music award, which I'm not going to lie, I didn't know was a thing. Just being honest. So I'm really excited that it is. My sister's calling me. Oh, memento. Hello, sister. I am live right now on Facebook if you want to say hello.
Hello. Crap, I forgot.
Oh, yeah. See, you guys, she forgot. You guys are like waiting and ready. You're like ready to say hello. And here my own sister forgets. Hey, Bean.
I'm horrible.
Yeah, sometimes, but it's okay. I still love you. Marissa said I've been working on the podcast backlog and listening from the beginning. Yay! Thanks, Marissa. That's awesome. Oh, and she says, I really do love all the sources from the site and the podcast as well. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys are like checking out the website. I mean, I know I mentioned it because we sell products there and you can get readings, but I really do try to have a lot of information as well. And I'm building it up too, so that you guys can go there and actually like get spell information, magical information, and stuff like that. And it's not just about, I really want to like give you guys information, obviously, because that's what the podcast is for. It's not just about trying to sell stuff on the website. I mean, it does help us and it supports us, but I want to be able to help you guys out too. And I keep promising card pulls, and I promise I am getting there. Just had so much to say. So, hello, sister. Were you calling for a particular reason?
Oh, well, I sent you a text message of a really cool picture, and I was going to be like, hey, look at it. But back to, the podcast and everything. No, we do appreciate you buying things because, I know a lot of people use Patreon, but you don't get anything, they do the small things. But we like that you guys can actually buy things that you can use.
Right.
And it supports us and it helps you guys out.
Right. So you guys are actually like, getting something rather than, just donating or, something like that. Like you actually get something from the products or from a reading. I know a lot of people do a donate button, and I don't know if anybody would be interested in donating just because of what's there. I guess we could add it in case somebody wants to. But we really do like to just give information and be helpful. Right. All right, sister, do you want me to, you want to hang out on the line, or do you want me to call you back?
You can call me back. Have fun on your live, and have fun, everyone.
Okay, cool.
I hope for lots of good readings.
Yes, and we are starting those right now, you guys. All right, I will talk to you soon, sister.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye. Love you.
Love you.
Okay, all right, you guys. So, time for card pulls as promised. Up first, we have Jessica. So, let me get tuned in, tapped in, and turned on, and we will dive right on in. All right. All right. All right, Jessica. All right, here we go. All right. All right, Jessica, we've got fairies of the future. So go ahead and really start thinking about what it is that you want for the future. What are your goals? What are your dreams? Really start to really dive in and think about what do you want? What are your hopes? What do you want to achieve? Like, where do you see yourself in a year, 2 years, 5 years? That kind of thing. Because there's a lot of opportunity here. And I feel like we're coming up into a really great time to do some really good manifesting work, whether that's magical or, non-magical, that doesn't matter. But if you are magical, definitely get magical with some manifesting. But definitely it's time to start focusing forward. So don't let anything from your past hold you back. So if there's been, something from your past niggling at you or that's been on your mind, go ahead and let that go and release it so that you can not be held back in any way. It's really time to let the past be the past and move forward. Keep your eyes focused and stay the direction, stay the course, stay the path, okay? And don't let things like pull you off balance or distract you, especially anything from the past. So if things from the past are creeping up, this is a message to say no. Don't let those things come up for you. Don't let them get in the way for you, okay? All right. And I feel like there's somebody, oop, sorry, you guys. Um, there's somebody that I feel like was asking for some readings in the group. Um, so I want to make sure I'm seeing everything. And I feel like I'm not really seeing everything. So, Samantha, if that was you in the group that asked for a card reading, please let me know because I don't want to miss you. And for some reason, it's not pulling up in the group. But there was somebody I couldn't see their name that asked for a reading. So, Samantha, if that's you, just let me know. All right. Jessica, I just did yours. So, hopefully, you saw it. Okay, Samantha, you did. Okay, cool. I will get you in there for sure. Yeah, Deanna, no problem. Certainly. All right, Jessica, I hope that you got your reading. It was the one I was just doing. Um, oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, hey, Kathy. Yeah. Glad you're here too. Okay. Finally out of the lockdown there. um, Yeah, Dan, no problem. Okay, Jessica, that was yours that I just did. So it's the very first one. So hopefully you hopped on and you heard it. If not, but watch the replay in case you missed it. Okay. All right. So up next we've got Robin. Yay. And then Jamie. All right, you guys, I'm going right down the list. So just to let you know. All right, Robin, here we go. All right, Robin. All right, Robin, it's time to get grounded. Okay, so really try to get outside when you can. I know it's like raining. It's kind of nasty right now. But get outside, get some fresh air, really try to connect with nature. And really, okay, if your brain has been a little flighty here recently, or like you feel like you've been a quote airhead, right? Like you've had this disconnected feeling, or your thoughts have been really just like out in left field, or you felt really distracted, like you can't quite get your mind straight or your brain together, or your thoughts together. That's because you're not grounded. So You can do stones to help you be grounded. So any kind of brown, black, red stones and crystals, those are going to be really good for grounding. You can also go outside, hug a tree. And you guys, I'm so sorry if it is raining here. So if the power goes out or the Wi-Fi gets spotty, I apologize. I'll try to get on my phone if that happens. Anywho, so but yeah, or go outside and get barefoot. So that's another way to get grounded. Yeah, Kathy, not a problem. Hi, Nina on YouTube. Thanks for joining. Glad you're here. Oh, you're welcome, Jessica. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, good. But yeah, Robin, try to get grounded. Robin, I also am feeling like trying to do some kind of a daily meditation practice would be really useful for you. I don't know if you're doing anything like that right now or not. But on YouTube and on the podcast, um, there's the grounding, centering, connecting meditation that kind of walks you through a process. Even if you just take 5 minutes out of the day, especially I feel like in the morning, to do that quick little meditation to just get yourself grounded and connected and kind of center yourself and have just a moment of stillness to yourself. I think that's really going to help you a lot, and it's going to help set the tone for the day so that you have a really good magical day. So it's just about staying grounded. And it also feels like, Robin, that you're going to be maybe getting some information here soon that you're really going to want to be grounded for. Not necessarily that it's going to be bad news or bad information. You just want to make sure you got both feet on the ground when this information comes in so you can look at everything from a practical standpoint. Hopefully all that is making sense. It's amazing what you can get off of a single card anymore. Because guys, on Mondays I do the 3 cards, and I used to do 5 cards, but I feel like I'm just getting a whole lot of information even off just one. Okay, so Robin, that was your reading, and I hope it was helpful and made sense. All right. Okay, up next, it looks like we've got. Da, 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 da. You guys, don't forget, if you want a reading, let me know. Okay. I appreciate everybody showing up and saying hi and talking, but unless you actually ask me for a reading, I don't assume that you want one. Okay. I kind of like your permission before I do that. So I don't just assume, unless you ask. Just letting everybody know that. And some people like to come in and hang out and they don't want a reading. And some people like to, hang out and check me out for a few times before they ever ask for a reading. And that is perfectly fine too. I am fine either way. All right, Jamie, you are up next. Here we go. All right, Jamie. All right, Jamie, it's time to open up and receive. Okay, so there's some blessings, some really good things that are wanting to come through for you. There's also some guidance that's wanting to come through. It feels like your spirit team wants to communicate with you and connect with you. And they're having a little bit of a hard time doing that. So just make sure you're really staying open to receive. You could even try that grounding, connecting, centering meditation. Again, you can find it on the podcast or on YouTube under the meditations playlist. I think it would help you just to open up so that you can actually get the messages. Definitely make sure you're trusting your intuition right now. I think you do, but please really make sure you're saying yes to it and don't dismiss it or talk yourself out of it, because it's really easy to do that. But yeah, there's some information and messages trying to come through, and also some blessings, like a lot of support. I feel like an uplifting, and like there's like hands on my back right now, so that tells me that it's actual support, and material support as well that they're wanting to try to get through to you, Jamie. So just make sure that you're opening up and staying really open, okay? So that you can get what is meant for you, which I feel like we always get what's meant for us anyway, but it can come in a lot faster if you stay open. All right, gonna run down here and check. Hi, Nina. Absolutely, sure. Um, oh, good, Robin. I'm glad it was helpful. And I'm sorry that it's been a rough week. Yeah, really try that meditation. Like even tonight when we get off of here, like go check it out. It only takes like once you get through it, and you might have already listened to it, but once you get through it the first time and kind of get the process down, you can do it in like 5 minutes. And if you were to do that like right before bed and then like when you wake up in the morning, I think you'd feel really good. It would help. Also, anytime somebody's having oh, you're so welcome, Jamie. You're so very welcome. Another thing that really helps open people up. Oh, this is good for you too, Jamie. That helps like lift you out of a funk um, and open you up to receive is gratitude. And really, I don't mean like just running through a list, like it's a checklist of things that you're grateful for. Like really think about like the people in your life, right? That you truly, truly love and appreciate, and you're so thankful that you have them in your life. Like that amount of gratitude. Like if you've got a roof over your head and you're able to pay your bills, or you've got electricity, water. I mean, really, really tap into the gratitude of it, right? Like I'm able to pay my bills and I am beyond grateful for that. I really, truly am, because I remember a time when I struggled really hard to just pay my bills. So I am incredibly grateful that I am now in a place where I'm blessed and I don't have to worry about that anymore, right? So really, really, really giving that gratitude really shifts things for you, but you really have to tap into it. Like you can't just be the checklist, right? You've really got to be, you know, I don't know, like really feel into it, like really, really, really deeply. Okay. Ah, let me get one shuffle in. I'm feeling that. And we are on Marissa. All right, Marissa, here we go. All right, Marissa, let's see what we've got. Okay, Marissa, we've got the Singer of Initiation. So this is typically meaning something new that is coming in or starting. Okay, so it can be a new path, a new direction, new energy. Um, it really feels like there's new energy coming in and new life coming in. It feels like you're really going to be pushed uh, to get on the path that you're meant to be on, and really get in line with your spiritual path, like your spiritual path, your life path. Um, and it feels like you're going to get like a boost, like you're going to be really uplifted and kind of like set up where you're supposed to be, because it feels like you're kind of down here right now, and they're going to boost you up to where you need to be. And so you'll probably be going through a little bit of energy shift and transition. So if things seem to start like you feel a little funny or you feel a little different. Sometimes when stuff like this happens, we get like little colds, where our body's like adjusting and getting rid of the old and making room for the new. No kind of real big sickness or anything. It would just be like something small, like allergies or, like real minimal. But that can happen. So just FYI on that. But it really feels like you're going to get an energy boost, and it feels like something really big and really good coming in that's going to put you up on that level where you're supposed to be. So it could be like a job, um, or some kind of like a bonus. It almost feels like some kind of money increase is kind of what I'm feeling, Marissa. That like you're supposed to be living at a different level than what you are right now. So they're really going to like come in and help boost you up, but also start to give you the foundation and the energetic foundation and support so you can maintain that level, right? Because a lot of times people will get a big bump and then they come right back down, and then they get a bump and they come right back down. They can't maintain once they get up where they're supposed to be. So it feels like that energy is going to be coming behind it to help uplift and stabilize it. So really make sure that you're open to that energy, and let it really integrate within your mind. So if you like start like looking at things differently, your perception really opens up. You start getting new thoughts, new ideas, new way of looking at things. That's all part of stabilizing, and like rooting in this new transition for you so that you're up here and can maintain. Um, so hopefully uh, that makes sense and is helpful to you, Marissa. Um, it feels really exciting though. It feels like it's going to be maybe a little bit scary just because of how new it is, but it's definitely good. But I could definitely understand if you get a little bit of anxiety around it. But it will be good, and for your highest and best in the end. So please know that it's nothing to necessarily be afraid of. Um, uh oh, is it keep pausing? Uh oh, Jessica. Um, I'm so sorry, you guys. It might be my internet. I promise I am going to go to Home Depot and buy that 100-foot cord to plug in my computer directly into the router. So my sister keeps telling me that's what I need to do. So I will try to do that this weekend. And then hopefully all of this will be better. Okay. So, Marissa, I hope that was a good one for you. Let's see. Oh, good. All right, you guys. Okay, so let me see where I'm at. We did Jamie, we did Marissa, Keisha. All right, Keisha, you are up next. Get a quick shuffle in. Whew, you guys, it's getting hot. All these lights burning up. Okay. All right, Keisha. All right, Keisha. All right, Keisha, it feels like there's a little bit of chaos going on right now in your life and all around you. Um, you really want to try to start doing things to eliminate that chaos. Okay. It feels almost like, uh, it feels kind of like there's, I don't know if you've let new people maybe into your life or back into your life. But it feels like somebody's bringing some drama kind of to you and you're taking it on and you're letting it, really, run things, and it's like consuming your mind, and so it feels like things are getting a little out of whack, like you're not able to really focus and concentrate and um, get everything done that needs to be done. It's like you're really distracted and you're bouncing from one thing to the other, and you've got to slow down. Okay, you've got to slow down this chaos energy. um, so I don't know if it's just a person, that's just like staying in the back of your mind, being a constant distraction. Um, but there's something that's just like really making everything really it's just really shaky energy, really like staticky, scattered. And you really want to try to pull yourself in and pull yourself together and like literally get your shit together. um know that sounds kind of harsh, but really that's what needs to be done. And so you can do this as like a meditation. You can sit down and you can just claim and call all your power and energy back to you. And then make sure you root it and ground it in so you stabilize it when it all comes back. But really try to release. You could even do, you know, a banishing, and banish the chaos or banish whatever is taking over your minds and being that distraction. That's an option. um, there's a lot of magical options. You just have to decide what exactly it is that's bringing all the chaos and then the best way to handle it. um, but the number one thing is try to slow down and try to finish and one thing at a time. Stay focused. And when you go to do something, really like zoom in and say, you know what, this is it. I'm going to spend the next 15, 20 minutes, hour, whatever, doing this task in front of me, and I am not allowing for any distractions. Okay, give that a try and see how that goes. But you've really got to try to pull it in, okay, and really pull it together. Okay, all right. Let's see. It looks like up next we have yeah, Kathy. Yes. Um oh good, Nina. You see me okay. That's great. Hi Melissa. Melissa Ann. Yes, certainly. I would be glad to do a reading for you. Not a problem. All right. It looks like up next we have Missy. All right, Missy, here we go. All right, Missy. Ooh, you guys, my lights just flashed, so hopefully I don't lose power. Okay, Missy, we have the Goddess card, which is one of my favorite cards. Um, and she shows up to let you know that she wants to work with you and really help you. Um, Now, if you are not, uh, you know, open to a goddess energy, that's perfectly fine. You can replace that with divine source or whatever your belief system is. That's perfectly fine. There's no problem with that. But she is showing up to let you know that she wants to help you. She wants to work with you. So you can think of the goddess almost like a divine mother. And so you can go to her with things that you need help with. If you're trying to expand on your spiritual path, um, really take everything to her, just like you would your mother. Like if you had, like one of the best relationships you could ever possibly have with a mother, that would be who the goddess is and what the goddess is. And she is definitely ready, willing, and able to help and assist and really wants to guide, protect, provide everything. You just have to start to build that bond and relationship with her. I absolutely love working with the goddess. Now, some people choose a specific goddess to work with because there are several different goddesses out there in all different kinds of belief systems. I personally just work with goddess energy, and so I just call her the goddess. And I don't work with a specific one. Now, I have before in the past, um, but not regularly. Okay, so like sometimes I've worked with Hecate. She's one of the main ones that I've worked with. But yeah, really, if you're open to it, and even if you're not, that's okay. Like really open up that channel and that connection with whatever your belief system is, and really start calling in that help and that guidance and that assistance, whatever it is that you need help with, Missy, because it feels like that's a little bit lacking. And if you'll just open up those communications and ask for what it is that you need, right? Ask and you will receive. You have to ask. But a part of that asking is building that connection and building that relationship. And honestly, magic always works better. And I said this on the podcast this week, but magic always works better when you have an underlying belief system in place, whatever that belief system might be. It always works better when you have that connection and that belief. Because then you just have a foundation from which that you're working from. So it really does work a lot better. So I hope that's helpful to you, Missy. She's amazing. She's got so much love and support to give. You just have to reach out, okay? And let's see. Also, one for Emily. Okay. All right, Emily, here we go. All right, Emily. It's time to go with the flow. All right. So you really want to let go. Okay. It feels like you're resisting resisting change, especially. Um, and you've really got to try to let go and go with the flow. And anytime you come up against any kind of challenge, not necessarily a challenge, but resistance, right? Like where nothing's working out, right? And it's like you knew this was going to be the thing, this was going to work, and it didn't. Or, and then you tried a different way and it didn't work. You tried a different way and it didn't work. It's a sign saying this is not for you. This is not what you're meant to do. You're going the wrong way. Give it up. Go a different direction, right? So really try to, Emily, release, let go, go with the flow, stop resisting, stop pushing. Like if you feel like you have to push really hard and you're getting pushed back, that means you're going the wrong way. Also, I feel like there's a message here, not only to go with the flow and stop resisting, um, to really tap into what inspires you. Like, what is your inspiration in life? Not necessarily like what you're passionate about. It's not exactly the same thing. It's what inspires you. What about life keeps you going? Um, what is it that's that pull for you to keep going, right? um find out what that is and let it pull you and guide you. Okay, that's going to make things a little bit easier. But definitely stop the resisting. Sometimes you just have to literally let go and let the divine work and move and create the necessary changes that have to be made. um, you can't resist change. The only constant is change. um, as unfortunate as that might be sometimes. Um, but just know things are, if you'll just go with the flow, you will flow right through whatever these challenges and these problems are. And you're going to stay a lot more centered and calm. It'll be a much more peaceful transition if you can just let go and stop resisting and really try to flow. Okay. All right. So looks like up next we have Samantha. All right, Samantha, here we go. All right, Samantha. All right, so you've got the alchemist here. So these are really big changes, and these are those internal changes, Samantha. So it's really like expanding, growing, maturing is the word that just dropped in. Um, Evolving. Um, it's like you start to see things differently. You start to open and become much more aware of your life and your place in it, and why things are the way they are, and what series and sequence of events led you to the place that you are now. And that helps you kind of navigate in the future going forward, because you have a wider perception, and you have a lot greater understanding, and it causes you to evolve and like um, really become so much more aware of yourself, your place in the world, your impact on people, people's impact on you, how to, be in better control of your energy and understand how energy works, like your connection to yourself, your connection to other people, and what that energy looks like and feels like. Um, and also in a magical sense, like really getting a better feeling of cause and effect, and figuring out, okay, if this is the effect that I want, what exactly is the cause that I need to create here? Which is a big part of magic, is the cause and effect, right? Because you doing your spell work or whatever is the cause that leads to the effect. But then also being able to take that responsibility to go further out with that effect and really see and understand how that's going to impact other people, so that you can be sure that you're creating the right cause. Because sometimes we create things that we wish we hadn't have created, like things we do magic for stuff and then it happens, but then it kind of blows up in our face and it kind of backfires. And it's because we didn't fully think everything through. We didn't cover all of our bases. We didn't really fully think through the cause and effect. So this is all about expanding, growing, changing, um, and really up leveling in all of that so that you really have a much wider grasp on the world and your place and impact and how to really create positive change for yourself and other people. But also understanding like hardships, having a better understanding of hardships and like hard choices that have to be made and why hard choices have to be made. And like then having an understanding looking back in your past about other people in your past, and some of the hard choices they had to make, and really understanding that now, where if you never really had a whole bunch of that before, you do now, right? Like you've got the understanding, the awareness now. And so it really changes your perception on things, looking back and having an understanding of the amount of stress level and life experiences and changes and really being between a rock and a hard place and having to make like adjustments and changes. And as you go through life and the ups and downs, um, you just get a greater understanding of why people are the way they are, especially people older than you. Hopefully that makes some kind of sense, Samantha. And I really hope that that was helpful for you. Hi, Northern born Southern roots. Yeah, I could absolutely. Oh, Lisa, good. Thank you, Lisa. Um, yeah, I could definitely do a reading for you. Okay, let's see where we are at in the list here. Um, okay, so that was just Samantha. And so now we've got Deanna. All right, Deanna, here we go. Okay. Guys, I feel like I'm going like these readings are like so much deeper than even the 3 card readings that I do on Mondays. I really probably have to speed it up here. Yeah, because I'm already at 42 minutes. Okay. All right, Deanna, you've got the sage, which is great because this is a lot of wisdom, knowledge, understanding. So this is really tapping into the wisdom and knowledge that you already have, but stay open to receive um, other wisdom and knowledge. It feels like you're going to have like a lot of stuff start bubbling up for you where you get a lot of those aha moments and the dots really start to connect and things really start to make sense for you. And so then you have like that greater understanding, kind of like what I was just talking about, and you can move that energy forward and get a better understanding of situations and people, and events that have taken place. Um, and you'll know how to navigate things and really be able to use this wisdom, to really help yourself and navigate through some situations that feel like they could potentially come up, but you're going to have the knowledge and wisdom to be able to like get yourself out of it where it's not even an issue, you don't have to deal with it, where it's like, oh nope, been there, done that, know that outcome, not going to deal with it, not my problem, walking away. So it feels like there's a lot of opportunities for you to use the wisdom that you have, but it also feels like you're going to have a bit of like an awakening, where a lot more information comes pouring in, like a understanding. Like I said, a bunch of those aha moments are going to start coming into play and like clicking into place, is what I'm getting. Oh, you're so welcome, Samantha. You're so welcome. And thank you. Uh, Thank you for your kind words. Yes, you're very, very welcome. Okay, so that was Deanna, and honestly, that's super exciting. I love those aha moments. I love when you can like connect all the dots and you get the reasoning and the purpose behind, and um, like everything starts to make sense. Like, oh, this happened, so this could happen, so this could happen, so this could happen, so I could be here right now, and holy crap, that was a whole lot of planning on the divine's part to like navigate me to all these different places to get me right here right now, and I'm so grateful. right? It's those kinds of things, Deanna, that are going to be happening. So that's really exciting, in my opinion. All right, so let's see where we are now. Um, all right, it looks like. Oh, you're so welcome, Deanna. You're so welcome. Um, all right, it looks like up next I've got Kathy. All right, Kathy, here we go. Okay. All right, Kathy. You just got the exact same card as Samantha. So definitely um, changes coming, um, and changes for you. It feels like you're definitely going to have, it feels a little bit different for you, though, than it did for Samantha. This feels more like lessons learned. It feels like you're gonna go through like this moment where you're gonna be like, yeah, you know what? I've been here, I've done this, I've learned this lesson, and I'm really over repeating this cycle, and I'm ready to put this down. Um, and honestly, I've got hit really hard in the heart center when I connected with you. So it feels like this is really gonna be kind of a really hard change for you, but it's definitely necessary. It's definitely time. And I can feel that it's going to be really hard on your heart. Um, and my heart really goes out to you. Like there's like a pull and a tug. Um, because it's not going to be easy, but it's definitely time for you to make these changes. And these changes are going to start within you and then go outward. But you really have to shore up and cement these changes and this expansion and this understanding and this for your own good type of energy. You really have to root that in and make it solid. Really, really solid. It can't be wishy-washy at all. You've really got to stand firm in this and let it like take hold so that you can start doing what you need to do for your highest and best. Um, it feels like you already know, and that's why the heart tug is there, but it's the cementing it into place that you're having a problem with, making it a permanent change in your mind, body, soul, and spirit. That's been the hard part um, of cementing it in. So, but that's really what needs to be done. It's time, past time. Um, so, to break any cycles, you've really got to cement it, make it firm, ground and rooted in, and that's it. Cut the cord just came in. So cut those cords is what just dropped in. So hopefully, hello, love. Hopefully that makes some kind of sense. Uh, oh, good, good. Hi, Crystal. Hey, Aaron. Thanks all for showing up. Hello, hello. Um, yeah, okay, good. Good, Kathy. I'm glad. Uh, I'm nodding now. Okay, I get that, but Kathy, literally what dropped in my head was cut the cord. So I feel like if you want to do the unnodding, totally for that, fabulous. After you get it untangled, I feel like there is definitely a safe and good way to cut that cord because that's what I got, and it feels like that is necessary. Um, and I get that there's that transition in belief system that you're making right now. Um, like I said, I'm totally for the unknotting, the untangling, and separating. Um, But I would, hey Taylor, yeah, Aaron, no problem. Um, I would definitely dive into that. I would sit with it in meditation and see if going a step past the untangling, um, or unknotting, as I guess was the word you used, that's fine. Um, and see if the cord cutting needs to be done as well, because that's what I'm getting has to happen as well. But yes, I do think it would benefit to untangle those cords first. Um, Definitely think that's a great idea and a great addition to cord cutting. But that's what I got because there's really a tug. It's that cord is rooted here. So it's not like you're just untangling. The cord is still freaking out there and it's here because I felt it here. So I know that cord is there. And it has to be dissolved in some fashion. So whether or not you want to cut that cord or burn it or pull it out of you and let it go, like something additional has to be done is what I'm feeling. No, Taylor, it's not at all. Yeah, definitely you can get out of it. um but yeah, I would go, yeah, yeah, definitely a knot, and then I really just feel like that additional step is would be very, very beneficial, is what I'm getting. So there's that. And that's what I'm feeling. You're welcome, Taylor. Okay, so it looks like up next we have Nina. All right, Nina. All right, Nina. Here we go. All right, Nina. Let's see what's going on. Okay, Nina, this is the LOM, and this is all about balancing your energy. So, really making sure that you're balanced with your giving and your receiving. Really, it helps to balance things out, right? So, like, if you want to receive something, one of the great ways to receive is, of course, give gratitude, but then to give as well, right? Um, and that balances that out. Or even if you just making sure that like within your relationships and with whatever it is that you're wanting, it feels like you're wanting to accomplish something or you're trying to get something, and it feels like there's an exchange and a balance that needs to be made. And so try to figure out where that scale is like not balanced, it's like tipped the wrong way, so that you can really start to open the door for the scales having to be balanced for you to get what it is that you're wanting. Um, Typically, this card does mean on your energy and also with people, but it just feels like there's some kind of like there's something that you're wanting. It feels a little bit far away from you, um, and that you're trying to get it to come in. I don't know if it's like a situation or a job or a person or but it feels like there's something you're trying to call into you, and it feels like you've got to make the scales balanced first. Something has to shift and change first. So try to really think about that and figure out what do you need to do to tip the scales in your favor, kind of thing, like where it has to balance itself out to bring it in, to call that in. um, And just for a side note, I will mention making sure you're paying attention also to your energy, that you're paying attention to, what builds your energy up, what makes you feel good, and paying attention to what drains your energy and what drags you down. Really start to become aware of that so you can start to make really good positive changes so that you know how and when to up level yourself, and you're aware of things that drag you down so you can start disconnecting from those things so that you can start raising your vibration. And then also, when you need that boost, you are aware of the things that boost your energy, like 15 minutes of sunlight or a big glass of water. Speaking of, I really need some water. Um, really positive things like that. But this card does also mean that, so I want to mention that, but I don't feel like that's what's relevant in your situation. It feels like to me like there's something in the distance you're trying to call in, and you've got to make some changes to make that balanced to kind of like give it that push to come in. Hopefully, Nina, that makes some kind of sense and is helpful because it feels really cryptic, but that's what I'm getting. Like it's a give and take, it's a push and pull, and so you need to do like the opposite of whatever to like shift that balance to pull in what you're wanting. Hopefully that makes no sense. um yeah, Crystal, I did see your comments, and thank you for letting me know. Because as we've said before, you guys, sometimes you post comments and you don't see them, which means I may or may not see them. So thank you, Crystal, for double checking. And yes, I did see it. You are on the list for sure. Okay, let's see. Up next, we have Melissa Ann. All right, Melissa Ann, here we go. All right, Melissa Ann, I've got Sylvanus, and okay, this has to deal with like unmasking and the truth. But for you specifically, let me see what I'm getting. It feels like there is some information that's going to be coming to you. It feels like somebody has not necessarily been truthful with you. And I don't think it's been because they've been trying to be like they don't it's not like they've tried to hurt you or necessarily tried to deceive you. They just were not comfortable being who they were, and so it's like now you're going to get to see who this real person is, and you're going to find out more about this person. um, it honestly feels like it's just because they're finally more comfortable with you, that they're ready to open up and be their true selves with you, where before they felt like they had to hide and stay hidden, um, because they were afraid that they would scare you off or that you weren't really interested. Um, but yeah, it feels like they had to keep a shield up, and now they're feeling comfortable and ready enough to drop that shield and let you see who they truly are. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm getting. So just get ready for that, Melissa Ann. Just know that there'll be something like an unveiling, an unmasking type of thing coming up very soon for you in your life. Um, and it feels like it's for like somebody that's around you, a person. Um, oh, you're so welcome, Nina. Uh, She said, "Wow, sounds like my relationship when only one person is not working." Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's that push and pull, like trying to pull them in, but it's not working. Like you've got to kind of like try to feel the opposite of whatever you're doing and balance those scales. You're so welcome. Melissa Ann said, "I've been waiting for that. Thank you. I hope this happens." Okay, good. That was a new one on me with that card, like with that specific type of unveiling. So yeah, I definitely think it's going to happen, Melissa Ann, and I'm so glad that that made sense. And that you've been waiting for it. Absolutely. So you're very welcome. And yeah, I definitely think it will be happening soon. So thank you. That was awesome. Um, all right. Let's see. Up next, we have Lisa. All right, Lisa, here we go. All right, Lisa, we've got love showing up for you. Um, so let's see. It feels like there's a lot of love around you. It feels like you have a lot of love within you, a lot of love that you radiate out to people. Like you're a very loving person. Um, and it feels like if you keep radiating that love out, um, it's going to pull more love into you. Um, it feels like there's somebody already close to you right now, uh, Lisa, but it looks like they're turned off. Their love is not turned on. It doesn't feel like. Like I see you and you're real bright and glowy with a lot of love, and then it feels like there's somebody close to you, very close to you, but their love is not turned on for some reason. Um, and it's I don't know if you're wanting them to turn more love on, but they just don't have it. Um, they just don't have it there. It almost feels like if you kinda just let that go, like the person that's there right now that doesn't exude that same amount of love for you, if you let them go, there's gonna be somebody that's gonna match your love vibration that will come in. Hopefully this is making some kind of sense, Lisa, but this is what I'm getting. Um, but yeah, like there's a roadblock in your way right now from having the person with the real high love vibration like you have, that can express the same amount of love at your level with you. Um, they're being blocked right now because there's somebody else in the way. So hopefully that makes some kind of sense. That's what I'm getting. Um, so yeah. You guys, sorry if I'm missing some of your comments. Um, I have to go up and down to like get the list, and then go back down to read the comments. So if I miss any, I apologize. Um, good night, Kathy. Um, let's see. Okay, so you've been married for 19 years. Okay, well, hopefully it's been very, very good and happy. Um, Okay, he's down after surgery this week. Maybe that's the block. Okay. I mean, that would make sense because it feels like it's like there's you and then there's like a block. And this person's kind of they don't have the same love level as you. Like it's turned off because there's this block. And then on the other side is all this love again that wants to come in and come through. And it wants to come in to match you, but there's this like block in the way. So I don't know if this has been, I would think that the message here is if this situation with this surgery has been really tough on you and you've not been feeling the love, because I've been through many surgeries and I've been with people who have been through many surgeries. And oh, he's pretty crabby from pain. Yes, exactly. So it gets pretty tough, especially when there's pain involved. You are not feeling that love. You are not feeling appreciated. Definitely not feeling wanted. So I totally get all of that. So I think the real message here is like just hang on, keep exuding that love. Like I said to begin with, keep pushing that love out, and doing what needs to be done. And when you get to the other side of this block, that love will come back to you. It will be matched and reciprocated. Um, so just keep doing what you're doing. Hold on, hang in there a little bit longer. And know that you are loved, you are appreciated, even if right now it doesn't seem like it. That love is definitely coming back, um, on the other side of all of this. So hopefully that is some kind of helpful. I don't know if you are needing that, push or reassurance to like hang on a little bit longer and just keep going. Um, yes, keep on keeping on. Exactly. Um, but yeah, I guess spirit just felt like you needed that little bit of encouragement to just keep going. Um, and I don't know, this is just me. This is not a drop in. Lisa, oh, it does help. Oh, great, great. Because I was gonna say I don't know if you're like spiritual at all, or if you believe in some kind of a divine source. But I definitely feel like I need to tell you, like if you haven't put a whole lot of prayer or asked for help in this situation, it definitely could help. It feels like there's a lot of divine support around you right now, trying to keep you uplifted and trying to keep you going, and helping the entire situation. But it never hurts to ask and ask all day long. Anybody who knows me who's been here a while will tell you, like, I am constantly, yeah. So we just had some dropout cards. So himself, which is that God energy, and gifts, like the miracle gifts help support showing up. Um, so just keep that in mind. So yeah, definitely never hurts to ask. I am always saying ask for help from the divine, from spirit, all day long. Doesn't matter if it's big or small. So, but yeah, you're definitely loved. You're getting that divine support, and keep on going. It doesn't feel like you have too much longer to go. It feels like it's pretty close, but it might be tough for a while. But like it's there, so it's in sight. It's coming, and it's on its way. You're so very welcome, Lisa. You're so welcome. Okay. I'm glad it was helpful. All right, up next we've got Crystal. All right, Crystal, here we go. All right, Crystal. Okay, Crystal. So I've got a little bit of sadness and depression showing up. Um, it feels kind of like maybe you've got a little bit of a heavy heart. Um, I'm definitely getting that, really try to tap into your spiritual belief, whatever that may be, and ask for help from the divine. You're definitely not alone. Um, and there's a lot of support for you. Your spirit team is all around you, and they're trying to guide you and uplift you. They're trying to let you know that they're there. Okay, big time. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely trying to let you know that they're there. They're trying to uplift you, support you, and they're trying to guide you. But it's like the sadness and the heavy heart has kind of taken over to where you're not hearing um the messages, and you're not seeing the signs that they're trying to give you. Um so please, please, please make sure that you are still paying attention to your intuition, that you're listening, that you're trusting. Please don't doubt it, because it feels like you're doubting your intuition. So like even when you get those hits and you get those messages, it feels like you're like talking yourself out of it. Like you're just like, oh no, that's not right, or that can't be it, or it's like you talk yourself out of it, or you don't believe, or almost like not so much of like a beat yourself up, but it's kind of along those lines of like you just like doubt it. um Okay, yeah, you do that a lot. And so that's the whole thing. Okay, and you've been asking help from your guides. Okay, so your guides are there. They're with you, and they're trying to get those messages through. But you keep doubting, and you keep talking yourself out of it, and you're believing. It's like you try to tell yourself that it's not real. So you're talking yourself out of believing your hits and the messages and the intuition. You're talking yourself out of believing it, which is the complete opposite of what you want to be doing. You want to start talking yourself into believing it, to believing that it is a message, that you are right, that it is your intuition. They are speaking to you. They are guiding you. They are trying to offer you those solutions and that support and that help. So now that you know this, right? You've had this confirmed for you. Um, Start saying yes to those hits. Start saying yes to when. Ooh, I just got really big cold chills. Start saying yes when you get those hits, okay? Because they are real. Stop doubting. Stop trying to doubt, right? It's like a part of you knows that it's true, and you really are like trying to talk yourself into not believing it's true. And that's because of that sadness. Like, I get that. Um, so you might have to work just a little bit harder to overcome the sadness enough to be able to accept the messages from your guides, that are coming in as those hits and those thoughts, and start really saying yes to them. And please know that it is real. It is you, and it is the guidance. Okay. So start listening to it. Start trusting it. Okay. Um, you're so very welcome, and I'm so glad that it's helpful. Um, oh, thank you, Melissa Ann. Thank you so much. Um, but yeah, Crystal. Okay, so what can help too? Like, I don't know if you were on when I gave my whole rant about lighting a candle, right? So, like, sometimes to help shift us into that different mind frame, that different state of mind, like to turn us into turn on that magical thinking, sometimes all it takes is just setting the intention of right here, right now, in this moment, I'm going to feel okay. I'm going to feel magical. And for right now, in this moment, I'm going to put all my problems, all my thoughts, all my sadness away. I can pick it back up. But for right here, right now, in this moment, while this candle burns, I am going to be okay, and I'm going to be magical. And then light that candle. Okay. And sometimes that's enough to just shift your energy and shift that mindset. Um, there's a magic in just lighting a candle. Truly, there is. Think about even like when you just light birthday candles, there's still that spark of magic there, right? Even just in that. And then there's some kind of a magic to making a wish and blowing the candles out, right? So, um, she said that's funny because for 2 days I've had this strong feeling to light a candle. Yes, that is your guides and your higher self coming through, trying to get you to shift into that magical place. So yes, definitely sit down, set the intention, light the candle. You can do this all throughout the day. If that candle goes out, light another one, right? Like, it doesn't have to stop. This can be a daily practice. Like, go buy 100 pack of tea lights from Walmart, or go down to the dollar store and get some tea lights that you can just run through. I have candles burning all the time. Like, they're always here. Um, because they help me in this exact same way. Like, if I'm feeling off, I'm feeling down, I come in here, I light my candles, and I can feel that shift start to take place because I'm calling in my support, I'm calling in the divine, and I'm handing every bit of what's going on over, and I'm letting go, and I'm getting it off of me. I'm allowing myself space to just feel and be and relax, and knowing I can definitely go pick up all that mess. I can pick it back up if I want to. Hopefully I don't want to, right? Because you start feeling good enough, you don't need to pick the sadness back up, right? Um, but give it a try, Crystal. Know that you are getting the information. Definitely it's for real. Trust it, listen to it. And obviously listen to those urges inside of you saying, light that candle. That's your higher self talking to you as well. So if you needed all of that confirmation, there it is. You are spot on. So, hi, Megan. Yeah, absolutely. Um, so yes, I wish you the absolute best. Sending you so much light and love, and you're so very welcome. And light those candles. Light those candles because you can get out of this. Okay. You have a lot of support. You've got a big spirit team on your side, ready to help. So um, don't give up. Okay, whatever you do, don't give up. Just keep going. You've got help. You've got support. Um, so yeah, keep going, keep doing. Um, all right. All right, Crystal. So much love to you. And I hope you check back in and let me know how you're doing. Um, and I'm not sure. I hope you're in the Facebook group, the Witch Source Society. If you're not, please join. It's a great place to just come talk, ask questions, hang out. I try to get in there and answer questions and all of that. And I love just hearing from people too, like following up. I do all these readings for people, and I feel like I get invested in what's going on, and I like to know like what happened there. I like to know what happens on the other side, and I like to know that people are okay. All right, let me see where I'm at. Let's see. I'm trying to scroll through you guys. Let's see. There was Crystal, and okay, Erin. Erin, you're up next. Followed by Taylor. All right, you guys. Oh gosh, we are already over an hour. Woohoo! Rolling on through. Okay. All right, Erin. Here we go. All right, Erin. Uh-oh, Erin. There is a meddler in your lurks. And Erin, didn't you just get this card? Because I feel like, Erin, you totally just got this card, or maybe it was the glamoring card. Okay, good. Yeah, Crystal, let me know how you're doing. Stay in touch. Let me know. Check in. Whether that's on a live or in the group or whatever. Like, I just like to hear and make sure that you're, tapping in and staying magical. Okay. All right. I thought we had talked about like there were some people that were like meddling or glamoring or giving some sideways energy. Something like the landlord's son, or the other landlord woman maybe, or of course there's always the other person. But anyway, keep your eyes open, Erin, because it feels like there's somebody like trying to meddle. Also, let's not forget that this card can also mean that you are meddling in your own affairs, and creating problems for yourself. So that's always a thing. I don't feel like that's it for you. I'm just letting people know that that's always a possibility, that you are creating problems for yourself because you get stuck in these thought patterns, and then you like start overthinking things, and then you start to get paranoid, and then you get the anxiety, and then you start like creating these really big problems where they're really not that big a problem. So you can meddle in your own affairs and really mess yourself up. That's definitely a possibility. But oh, okay. Yeah. This actually feels like a person. It doesn't feel like you, Erin. I just want to let people know that sometimes that does come up. But yeah, keep your eyes open. Okay. All right, that makes sense. So maybe just kind of mind your P's and Q's for a little bit, Erin. One of these, like, keep your head down, go in, do your job, come home. Until things kind of die down a little bit, maybe, because it feels like you're gonna have to watch your back for just a little bit. Okay, and I know that's not a fun feeling. Of course, you can call on spirit and the divine to help you out with this, the situation, and this person. You might could even try. I know. I'm sorry. You might can try like maybe a couple of protection spells for when you're at work, or maybe even like some kind of invisibility type spell for when you're at work, to where maybe they just make it where you're not seen, or not seen by particular people. That could be a thing. Instead of not being seen just at work, maybe not being invisible to certain people. You might even attach it to, make yourself like a talisman, where, it's attached to like some piece of jewelry or stone or something, that when you have it on you or wear it next to you, like you're invisible to this person. So you just want to like enchant and charm some kind of item that you take with you when you go to work, where they don't see you, so they don't think about you, they don't mess with you. You could also maybe even ask spirit to just kind of erase you from their mind, if you feel like you know who it is, so that they won't mess with you. And I've totally done this before in situations. Like I have gone in and said, nope, not having it. Spirit, I'm asking that we rewrite this, erase, rewrite, reset. I'm not dealing with this, and done. And I never heard another thing about it. So there's that. But yeah, whoever you think it may be or whatever you think it may be, just know that like you want to kind of watch your back for a little bit. So anytime I see that, um, okay, yeah. So, to some of those people, I would try that. Definitely put up your protection. So, anytime I see like a meddler show up, I always tell everybody amp up your protections. It's never a bad idea to amp up those protections. Make sure, you can even do that pentacle of protection that's on the YouTube and the podcast. Um, I, I think the pinnacle of protection is under meditations. It might be under spells, but I think it's under meditations. But you can start doing that every day before you go in to work, putting up that pentacle of protection. But if you have an idea who you think it might be, or even multiple people, like enchant those little items that you can keep with you, so that you're invisible to those people. And then, like I said, erase yourself from their memories where you're just not seen, you're not noticed, you're not remembered, and therefore they can't bother you because they don't remember you to mess with you. Yeah, there's a lot of fun things you can do magically. But yeah, number one, put your protections up. Okay, and call in your spiritual team for support, and of course, your goddess, and they will help. Oh, yeah. See, that's you getting messages in your dreams. So definitely start trusting the messages that you're getting in those dreams. Okay. Very, very important. So you're already warned to put those protections up. So I hope you did. And if you didn't, go ahead and do it now. But this is like 2 times you're being told. Don't make spirit tell you 3 times. All right. I love you, Erin. Put those protections up though, okay? I mean it. I am serious about that. It's very, very needed, obviously. Okay, so put those protections up. Okay, looks like up next we've got Taylor. And then it looks like we've got Belinda after Taylor. Okay. If I have missed anybody, somebody said can have a reading, please. That's right. Megan. Okay. Megan. So we've got Taylor, Belinda, and then Megan. Okay. If I've missed anybody else, please let me know. Oh, good. You did immediately. Good. Okay, good. So yeah, just keep those protections up. Okay, I'm glad you did it. And so here's another warning. So try to, even if you have to like remember throughout the day to double check that those protections are up, but it really feels like you should enchant an item. I think it would really help you. Make an amulet or a talisman. I cannot remember which one is which. One's specifically for protection. The other one is enchanted for like a specific reason. You could do both. One to wear all the time for protection, and then one that you enchant for the invisibility and such. So, but yeah, it feels like you should do something like that as like an additional layer of protection. So give that a go. But I'm glad you put those up. All right. Okay. All right. Taylor, you are up next. Oh, you didn't hear me. Okay. Go ahead and like enchant something that you can wear for protection. It feels like you need to do that. And then also you can enchant another item for the invisibility and stuff like that. But it definitely feels like you need to do the one for protection. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good deal. All right, Taylor, here we go. All right, Taylor. Ooh, Taylor, intuition. So please, please, please make sure, Taylor, you are listening to and trusting your intuition. All right. Even when it's scary, even when it's, you feel like, okay, your intuition's always going to know it's the right thing to do. All right. Even when you don't want to, because it's scary or you get some anxiety around it or you feel like you got to muster up a lot of courage to do it, your intuition is not wrong. Okay, trust your intuition. It's talking to you, it is guiding you, it's leading you, it is there for a reason. Okay, it is your spiritual support team and your higher self talking to you. Okay, so definitely trust your intuition. um you know, it feels like, Taylor, that you know within your heart, within your soul, and even in your own mind, you know you need to listen to your intuition and trust it. You just don't, because it might be hard, right? But sometimes the hard thing and the right thing are the same, right? And that is not original to me. That is totally a line from the fray. Um, but it's totally true. Um, Sometimes the hard thing and the right thing are the same. But your intuitions are telling you it's the right thing. So even if it's a little scary, even if it causes a little bit of anxiety, you've got to trust it. You've got to listen to it. Yes, 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 yes. Start trusting that gut instinct, listening to that intuition. It's so important. I swear, it's if you can like learn to listen to yourself and trust your intuition, it will take you so far in life, because it doesn't point you in the wrong direction. It always tells you the right thing to do. You just have to say yes to it. So practice, just make it a practice. Like dedicate yourself, even if it's just for a week, right? Like start tomorrow for a week saying yes to anything your intuition tells you, whatever those gut instincts are, okay? Whatever those drop in thoughts are. Like I always say, if you think it, do it, because there's a reason, right? So for a week, just say yes to it and see what happens, Taylor. See what happens. I think you will be pleasantly surprised by just saying yes. Okay. But obviously, if that's the message for you tonight, Taylor, it's very, very important. And I think you need to build up that practice of saying yes and listening to your intuition now, because probably in the future, you're going to be very, very thankful for it. You're going to be very, very thankful for your intuition. You're going to be very, very thankful that you started this practice of saying yes, because it will take you in the right direction. And in the future, you're going to be so thankful for to yourself for listening to it and trusting it. I promise you. I feel this so strongly. You're going to have a point in time, getting the chill bumps. It's so freaking strong. There's going to come a point in time where you're going to be so grateful to yourself for listening and saying yes. Okay, good. You're so very welcome. You're so very welcome. And I'm so glad that they help. And thank you for letting me know that, because I do appreciate it. So, yeah, definitely glad. I'm so glad. Yes, say yes. Good, good, good. All right. I love it. All right. Let's see. I think next we had Belinda from NYC, followed by Megan. I keep wanting to say Michaela. No, it's Megan Conklin. Okay. All right, Belinda and then Megan. All right, Belinda, here we go. All right, Belinda. All right, Belinda, we have the bright mother, okay? And she is all about taking care of yourself, um, and loving yourself. It definitely feels like you need to hit the pause button, though. You've got to slow down. Um, Give yourself permission to take time to slow down and take care of yourself. Um, it feels like you need some rest, um, and to just be really kind to yourself and to your body. Um, but yeah, do something for you. Do something, Belinda, that you enjoy. Do something fun just because it's fun. Do something nice for yourself and give yourself permission um, to have fun, to do something nice for you, to make that time for yourself. It definitely feels like you need a little bit of alone time, some like me time, um, and just really like slow down and have that me time. Okay. It's really important. Um, but yeah, take care of yourself and love yourself. Okay. Do something kind for yourself. Um, it almost feels like there's a lot of demand on your time to where you go, 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 go. It just feels like you feel like you're like sometimes pulled in a lot of different directions and you don't just like slow down and have time for you, for stuff that you enjoy doing. And I get it, right? Because I'm kind of the same way. um it's not very often I just like I love to craft. Aside from magically crafting, I do like to craft and I like to color. The adult coloring. I don't know, it's fun. Um, and I feel the same way. Like I never just slow down and let myself do something like that because I have a like massive to do list, right? Um, which is funny since this is my full time job now, aside from being a mom and a wife. But um, you would think it wouldn't be so crazy. Um, but anyway, here or there, give yourself time and permission to do something fun just for you, Belinda, because you deserve it and you're worth it. So even if it's just 15-20 minutes to do what you love to do it. Okay. Put yourself first for a little bit and let yourself have some fun. And if you will do that, Belinda, I will do the same. I did have a little bit of a day off today. It was a lazy day for me. Um, I did still do some um, financial workings because it is end of the month. So, I have the financial thing to do where I pull receipts and match them up and QuickBooks and yada, yada, yada. So I did just a touch of that, even though I took a day off. I didn't really take a day off, but I did let myself rest. So I do advocate self care, even when I don't always do it for myself. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's not letting me see who left the. Oh, Samantha. Oh, thank you, Samantha. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. And it looks like our last reading is Megan. All right, Megan, here we go. All right, Megan. All right, Megan. All right, Megan. So you got the Alchemist as well. So that this is the third time the Alchemist has shown up tonight. So that's always fun. Um, she is all about internal changes taking place, but I want to see what she means for you specifically. Um, okay, Megan, it feels like you are going to have an expansion in or more of a connect like an inner connection within yourself of really getting your mind and your soul and your heart in alignment. So it feels like you're going to come into a closer alignment within your mind, your heart, and your soul. Um, and it feels like that's going to be a bit of a shift and a change for you. Like you're growing spiritually and emotionally. Um, it almost feels like you're recognizing that there's power in emotions. Um, and there's the truth to that. But it feels like you're recognizing that there is power in emotions, and that power doesn't just come from having a strong mental discipline, which is a part of the puzzle. Um, but having that soul piece in alignment with the mind, in alignment with the heart, is really where you get into this magical place where everything just kind of clicks. Um, and it feels like that's the kind of path that you're on right now, um, Megan. It doesn't um, feel like you're 100% clicked into place yet with that alignment, but it feels like you're definitely on path and en route of having that alignment come into place. And I can tell you, when you get that in alignment, um, your energy boosts up. You get really filled up. Um, you can almost even start to have some of like that kundalini energy start to take effect. So if you start feeling like this weird kind of energy in your body once everything clicks into place, just know that's your body also coming into alignment, and clicking into place with everything that's going on with this alignment. And it's good. It can feel really weird, but it's really good. Um, I'm not going to explain it. You can look it up. Anyway, it's Kundalini with a K. Uh, so anyway, you're working on coming into these things into alignment. And when you get into this alignment, you feel uh, all of your power like drop into you, and you feel so connected and so powerful and so in alignment, but you know that you're just like a piece of this bigger universe. So even though you feel so very powerful, um, you know that it's not necessarily yours, that it's a gift that's being given to you because everything's in alignment. Um, and it just puts you in this place of like gratitude as well as like a sense of knowing. And then you get really on purpose, and um, you get driven, and you feel very connected to everything. And then you get a lot of like guidance and stuff that comes in. So, Megan, I'm not sure if you are actually on a spiritual path or if this is something that you are searching for, but I definitely feel that it's coming in for you. You are on the path to it, and it's really awesome. So, um, keep going. You will get there, and I'm super excited for you. And I would love to, since you're in the group, I would love to hear, as you're going through this, like when you get there, what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, if you have any questions, um, yeah, I would love to help you and support you. Just reach out in the group, leave a comment. Um, oh, where is Megan Conklin from? I know a Robert Conklin in Georgia. I don't know. Um, I don't know that Megan she's not said where she's from, but it's spelled a little bit differently. I hope I'm even saying it right. I think I am, because she said thank you when I said I would give her a reading. Um, but if she answers, I'll let you know. But I don't know where Megan is from. All right, you guys. So I think we went through all the readings. So very quickly, I wanted to run through the crystal and herb of the week, because I did put some work into this. So, oh, she's from North Carolina. So, hi, Megan. I don't know if we know each other or not, but I'm in North Carolina too. So that's fun. um, okay. So, Blue Tiger's Eye, which again, this is on the website. So you can go check it out. Blue Tiger's Eye, it looks like the traditional tiger's eye, which I'm assuming everybody is pretty familiar with, but it's dark. So it looks almost like a black or a blue. And then, like if you catch that tiger eye, she said really where. I'm in Yadkinville. My sister's in Germington, and we are working on trying to get a physical shop location somewhere in Winston. Hi, December. Oh, Deanna said she was born in Cherry Point. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. I know. I love Blue Tiger's Eye. It's so pretty. Um, I was actually born in Nebraska. Winston-Salem here. Cool, cool. Um, so yeah, we should totally like try to schedule some kind of a meetup for people that are in the area. Like we'll just all go meet somewhere out in public and like have a get together or something and just talk. I think that would be cool. Maybe we can do that one day this summer. We can figure out maybe get in the group and talk about it and figure out a good place to join up. I think that'd be fun. um, Okay, so Blue Tiger's Eye, it's really, really pretty. I'm gonna try to get a picture on the website. I just have to find exactly, I think it's over there, but I haven't dug out the Blue Tiger's Eye yet to take a picture of it yet to add it, but I'm working on it. Um, it's also called Hawk's Eye or Falcon's Eye, just FYI. Oh, Say said, yes, please. So we will work on a meetup. Yeah, I think it would be really fun. Um, it'd be fun for everybody to be able to get together. Okay, so this stone helps with anxiety and relieving stress. It helps with people that have a quick temper. It also promotes calming, which is always helpful. It helps to, okay, I saw two things, and it was in the same book, which I thought was kind of weird because it says it heals the metabolism, but yet it also slows the metabolism, which sounds almost contradictory because if you have a high metabolism and you want it slowed down, that would be a good thing. But if you have a slow metabolism and you want to speed it up, that doesn't sound almost like you'd want it to slow down even more, but then it says it balances the metabolism. So I would say if you want to try to use this stone for some like weight loss or something to do with your metabolism, try it for like a month. And if you're not seeing results, maybe try a different stone for weight loss purposes. If it's not giving you the results that you're wanting, just saying. Yes, witches must stand together. I agree with that. Um, Okay, another cool thing about it also calms an overactive sex drive and it also dissolves sexual frustration. So if anybody out there is sexually frustrated and you want some help, Blue Tigers, I would be good for it. Okay, now the really cool thing that I like about this stone is it assists with opening the third eye and enhances your intuitive and psychic abilities. So it's a great one. Oh, it also helps you to see beyond illusions. So if people are trying to glamour you or hide something from you or make you believe something that isn't true, it really helps you to be able to see through that. And then obviously, like your spidey senses are going to be turned on high, and your intuition is going to be saying, they're lying, like it's all going to come into, clicking like, okay, something's off here, right? So it's going to really help with that kind of stuff. So it also helps to increase confidence and helps with communication. So it's a really cool stone. It has a hardness level of 7. So if it's in its tumbled form, you're pretty good to like, keep it in your pocket or make some kind of jewelry out of it. It'll do pretty good. As far as the chakras, it's third eye and throat. Planet it's associated with is the sun, and it is which I found interesting, but that's what it was saying, is that it's the sun. The elements is earth, air, and water, which makes sense, I think. Um, okay, so emotionally, it helps with pride, willfulness, emotional balance, depression, and grief. So it's a really good stone for those. Um, as far as like mentally, it helps with perception, internal conflict, clarity, creativity, alertness, concentration, focus, worry, fears, phobias, courage, stress, and self expression. I know that it's the stone is good for like so many things, right? You're going to be able to like express yourself confidently and clearly. You're going to be able to communicate. And then you're also going to like know if somebody's trying to lie to you, and your psychic senses are going to be turned on high. And, your metabolism's going to be getting balanced. And it's like really good for so many things. It's crazy. For healing, we've got the metabolic healing and balancing. It has the brain hemisphere integration. So what this is, it's like those right brain, left brain. They work in different ways. Like one side's the creative side, one side's like the mental processing. Like um, anyway, it's like all the like the systems and really like, anyway, so it helps with like integrating the two sides to where you can be creative and systematic and like really pull things together. It's good for balancing the yin and yang. Um, it's good for the eyes, night vision, throat, reproductive organs, helps with broken bones. And okay, so magically, you can use a stone. Um, oh, okay, Aaron. Right, right, right. Yeah, yeah. Exactly. Yeah, you should totally see if you can find a piece of this uh, blue tiger's eye. Keep in mind, it's also called hawk's eye or falcon's eye if you go searching for it to try to find some. Um, I wish I had more crystals to sell. Unfortunately, I just don't. There's so many other things that we are working on. It just hasn't made it to the top of the list. Plus, honestly, I've had a really hard time finding a place to buy from that I feel is ethically sourced. And that's a big thing for me. Uh, and I just haven't felt really confident with the different places out there that they actually know where their stones are coming from and how they were mined, that it wasn't like, child labor or slave labor that these things were mined. So, yeah, I mean, I just feel like there's so many people right now that are in the crystal market because it's $1 billion market now. And I feel like people are just buying up these stones and reselling them, and they have no idea where they came from. They have no idea how they were mined, how they were sourced, where they passed hands, any of that. So I just really haven't felt very confident in anybody out there yet that I've really ran across that they can say, no, I know that my stuff came from this mine and this location, and these, workers, these miners were paid a fair wage and in a safe environment. Like, I don't know. I'm not for promoting child or slave labor. So, not going to buy if I'm not sure. And I just haven't ever felt comfortable enough to pull the trigger. Let me tell you, I have filled a cart several times on several different sites, and then something is just like, no. So I don't. I don't do it. I don't buy it. Okay, sorry guys. Sidebar. Um, okay, magically, you can use this stone for everything I just talked about. You can use this stone in your spell work and in your magic to increase all of that. Thank you. I really am very passionate about crystals, but I'm also passionate about that they're taken care of. I feel like crystals have feelings too, and they don't want to be roughly handled. And especially the people involved. Because those people, crystals pick up energy, honestly. And if somebody is miserable, hates their life, hates their job, if they're this poor little kid or slave labor, that kind of stuff, that stone, those crystals are going to pick up that energy. And yes, I know we talk about cleaning and clearing your crystals when you get them, but still, like, that's their birthing process into this world, right? That's how these crystals made it out of the earth and were birthed up into this world where it gets handed around and tossed around. And, um, you know, I just, I don't know. I'm going to get emotional, so I don't want to talk about it because, like, not only is it tough on the crystal, but the people involved and what they're going through, and that stone will pick up all of that energy, all of that emotion, um, and it's just not right. It's not right. So I just really feel like, you know, everything should be done very carefully and respectfully, and that the people doing it are respected and treated fairly as well. So that's just kind of how I feel. Um, yeah, yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Okay. But yes, you can use the stone of magic for all of those. So, anxiety, balance, calm, clarity, communication, confidence, courage, creativity, depression, empowerment, as well as fortune, grounding, harmony, healing, illumination, intuition, luck, peace, power, protection, psychic abilities, reconciliation. So, if you want to like try to heal relationships and stuff, it's good for that as well. Um, Success, third eye opening, transition. So if you're going through some transitions, it will help with that. It'll help you see, like, the truth behind what's going on, give you a deeper, greater understanding because you'll have the illumination and the clarity of what the process is that you're going through and why you're going through this transition. Um, Also, truth, visions, wealth, and wisdom. So it's a great little stone. Highly recommend it. Uh, Right, yeah, okay, like she said, good, Aaron. Yes, protection. Um, so, yeah, like something created from a bad source cannot serve a purely positive purpose, right? Like you would have to give it a very full cleansing and then, really work with it and ask it like, you know, can you work with me? Will you work with me for this purpose? There's on the website, you guys, there's a whole crystal workshop. If you're interested, it's under, if you go to Book of Shadows, and then there's like a whole list of like blog posts and stuff. There's a crystal workshop there, and I deep dive into it, how to work with your crystals, how to choose your crystals. I talk about some of the history, how it was mined, the sourcing, all of that stuff, as well as like programming it, using it in your magic. So if that's something that any of you guys are interested in, it's there. It's on the website. I mean, I know a lot of people out there have these workshops and they, make you pay a lot of money. And that's great. They're putting their time and their energy and their effort into it. I'm not dogging them for, charging for their workshops. I just put it all in a blog format. There's also a podcast on it. So if you'd rather just read or listen to it, um, all that same information is there. No, I did not pay for a crystal workshop. I have just been a crystal fanatic for a while, a very long time, and I do a lot of studying and research. So there's that. So it's available if you guys want to check that out. Okay, so one last thing, and then I'm going to be off of here because I've been almost 2 hours. My goodness. I just love like being here and talking to you guys and spending this time, and doing your readings and answering your questions. So, and giving you information that I hope is helpful. Okay, so the herb I'm going to be talking about is agrimony, which we do sell the little jars of it on the website. So if you're interested, it's there. It's available. And you guys, the herbs that we have on the website are multi-purpose herbs. And we chose those because you can get this baseline of herbs and you can mix, combine, and cover just about anything you want to do magically. Like it's there within this baseline of herbs because the ones we chose are so multi-purpose. Um, so it was very intentional. It wasn't just willy-nilly with choosing what herbs that we have. Oh, good. I'm so glad I have helped. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. So yeah, like and we try to keep it affordable. I mean, really, it's our whole thing as well. Like I try to keep everything really affordable. Um, okay. Plus you get this cute little jar. Anyway, I won't go into it. Agrimony. So, I won't give you guys all of the, you know, the stuff, the element, zodiac, chakra, yada, yada, yada. I will have that on the website. I'll try to get it posted either tonight or tomorrow. Tiger's Eyes, Blue Tiger's Eyes already on the website. I'll try to get this one posted up really quick, but I will give you the magical things that you can do with Agrimony. So if you go to the website and you look at the herbs under shop, there's already some things listed there that you can use this herb for. So in addition to those, you've got Agrimony is good for banishing negative energy. It's good for dream work. So if you're wanting to do any kind of dream work, you know, where you're asking for messages, if you're asking for guidance, if you're trying to meet people in your dreams, loved ones, have like meetings with loved ones who have passed on, anything like that, any kind of dream work, this one's good for. It's also good for basic enchantments. So if you're wanting to, you know, enchant objects, or anything like that, like this would be a good one. It's good for raising energy and boosting energy. So if you need and want more energy in your life for whatever purpose, this would be a good one. It's also good for gratitude. So if you need to shift your vibration to pull in that gratitude state, because of course that's going to also bring in all the good behind it. This is good for it. Also good for harmony, healing. It's also good for breaking hexes and protecting from hexes. So I think that's pretty important. If you know magical people and you feel like they're out to get you, this is going to be a good one to break any kind of hex and protect from future, as well as banish any other kind of negative energy that may be coming your way. It's also good for trying to get messages and you know, like from the spirit world, the spirit side. It's good for some doing your messages. So like you would do your spell work and incorporate this herb to ask your guides or loved ones, ancestors, etc., to bring you these messages. You could use this. It's also good for protection, for sleep in general. So if you're one of those that has a hard time sleeping, this herb would be good to do for a sleep spell, and working with spirits in general. So it's good for a lot of things. And I know we've got actually, I will mention, since I'm on the website, I will just go right over here and tell you guys the few other things that you can do, because it is. I try to get really multi-purpose. Okay, so it's also good for reversing spells. Okay, so if somebody has sent you some bad juju, maybe not necessarily a hex or a curse, but you feel like there's been some spell work involved where you're concerned, you can use this to just reverse that spell. You can also use this herb to reverse your own spells. So if you have done spell work and you've already like set something in motion, and then you're like, I don't think I should have done that, or I've changed my mind, or maybe I want to undo what I've done, right? You can use this herb to reverse your own spell work. Okay, so you just have to put your intention in, and like, you know what you did, right? And hopefully you know what you did, because as I say, it's great to keep your magical journal where you write down your spells when you've done them, what you've done, so that you have it to go back to. So you can go back to it and then reverse it with this herb. Um, it's also good for love, happiness. It's good for aura cleansing. So if you just feel like especially if you've been around crowds or difficult family members, and you just want a really good aura cleanse, this herb would be good for that. And protection. I think I already said protection. Happiness. I think I said happiness. Anyway, it's a great multi-purpose spell. So I hope you guys found that interesting and helpful. So if you don't have Agrimony, it's available in the shop at thewitchsource.com. And if you already have it and you didn't know what all you could use it for, now hopefully you know more. Hi, Katie. It's Agrimony. Yeah, and I'm gonna add up, put all the information on the herbs. So I'm slowly building the. I know that there's so much information out there, right? Like you can Google all of these stones and all of these herbs. I am not unaware of that. But being we are the witch source, I want to literally be a source of information for you guys. So I am slowly building as I talk about a stone or an herb. I'm going to be building that catalog on the website, so you'll have it to go back to. Um, as well as I put other magical things out there. There's like candle magic out there. There's moon magic. What to do with your spell remnants when you're done with your spell work. Um, let's see, the crystal workshops out there, all about crystals. Um, I've got, of course, different chants out there and spells that you can use. There's also the YouTube channel. If you guys have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, that would be really awesome if you would. It's youtube.com/The Witch Source. Of course, we're on Facebook, The Witch Source. If you're not in the group, it's a great place to be, the Witch Source Society. If you guys have questions, magical questions, need help, anything like that, we're there, happy to answer and help out. Um, and honestly, you guys, I know, so on the website, thewitchsource.com, yes, I've got all this information that I'm building, and there's like spells and stuff available on YouTube. There we've got the podcast that's good, that has all this information out there as well. Again, wherever you listen to podcasts, just put in the witch source. But I definitely would absolutely love it if you would like, share, subscribe, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, podcasts, great reviews, would appreciate it. We do have the shop as well, and you can buy private readings on the website. But honestly, if you're in the group and you need help with something, and I feel like you need a reading for me to be able to best help you, I do a reading, right? Like I'm on here every Monday doing free readings. There are 3 card readings, yes. And I come on here on Friday nights and do the 1 card pulls, which I sometimes feel like you guys get more information on Friday with the 1 card pull than you do on Monday with the 3 card pull. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that, because that's how I feel like it's turning out. Um, but really, if you're in the group and you need help, and I feel like a card reading is helpful, you're going to get another free card reading. I mean, it's who I am. It's what I want to do. I want to help and provide as much information as possible. So, anyway, I do appreciate it when you do buy a private reading, because we get to see each other, we get to talk one-on-one, we get to dive into your questions and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun, and we get to really connect, which I love that part. So that's there. But also, if you want to support anything, like if you're loving all the information and the card pulls and all that, go get something out of the shop, even if it's like not a whole lot, right? Like I really appreciate it. It does support us. It helps us out, and there's all kinds of stuff out there, right? So not only are you helping support the witch source, you're getting something out of it too. You're getting products, and we have some fun witchy things out there as well. So anyway, I am done rambling, and it's been 2 hours and 3 minutes. So I wish you all a fabulous weekend. I will be back on Monday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern time for the card readings and the weekly general reading. Yeah, I really do appreciate all of you for being here. I love sharing with you guys and doing the readings, and I really do. I appreciate all of you. And yeah, I'd love to hear anything, any kind of comments, feedback. If you've listened to the podcast, if you've got episode requests, any kind of feedback, comments, questions. I'm trying to build an episode that is all about questions and stories from you guys. So I would love to get more of those. So you can email us. It's thewitchsource@gmail.com. I would absolutely love to know more of what you guys think, what you want. And you can be anonymous, right? Like you don't have to, you can give your first name, or it can be totally anonymous. And I just want to be able to, you're so welcome. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Um, but yeah, I want to make sure I'm providing you with the information that you want and need. So even if you're shy and you don't want to put it in the group or whatever, you can message us or send it to the email, thewitchsource@gmail.com. And I will ask your permission if it's okay to use on the podcast episode before I just throw it in there. So don't be nervous about messaging me with stuff either. I won't just throw you under the bus and put you on the podcast. I will definitely ask your permission first and see if you want to stay anonymous or if I can use a first name or whatever. So um, anyway, so there's that. I appreciate you all. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'll be back on Monday. If you guys need anything in the meantime, just message or post something in the group and I will check it out. And until then, so much love and light to you guys. And definitely, of course, stay magical. All right, you guys, till next time. Bye. Thank you all.